There you
Hot shooting team tonight, Paula. They hit 12 of 29 from threes and 20 of 21 at the free throw line and 25 of 59 from the field. So they're shooting 42%, 41%, and 90-some percent. I mean, they hit a lot of shots.
There's no doubt about it, and you've got to give UT Martin some credit that they did a good job knocking down shots. I think our frustration is the young ladies that were knocking down the threes. We were well aware of what they do, and I didn't think we always went out with a great closeout and a high hand. Sometimes we backed off them a little bit, and on some of our rotations we had different people covering, but I think, you know, I'm a little frustrated with this game tonight because I think we're better, but I think we have to step out there and do it each and every possession. And what we kept trying to get us to do is if we could get 2 or 3 defensive stops in a row, I thought we could all of a sudden close in on that spread that was, you know, in the last 4 minutes, and we'd come down and we'd do something great offensively and hit a great three, and then we'd come back and give up a 3 on the other end.
Yeah, it seemed like they respond. You'd hit them with something, they'd respond, and the game would just sort of hang 6, 8, 10 points there. You'd make a little run, but they'd sort of counter it. And I don't know if it didn't look like a lot of those threes were uncontested. I mean, to me, it looks like they hit some tough. Maybe you think you play better defense, but they had some tough shots. It sort of looked like.
They made some good shots. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact is that they hit them, and sometimes they were open, and I didn't think we probably should have left them open like we did. But you know, we battled on the boards. We did some good things. The foul trouble got us in. You know, we got in trouble with our fouls, and at the same time, sometimes that wasn't allowing us to get those defensive stops. And I think anytime, I'm that firm believer that, you know, if you can pull 3 defensive stops in a row. I wasn't even asking for 3 in this game. I was asking us to try to get 2 stops in a row. I thought we were doing good enough things on the offensive end that we would have been all right.
Yeah, and you had, you know, 2 of your better players got in foul trouble there in the third quarter, both with 4 fouls, and that sort of changes your defensive alignment, I guess, and how much pressure you can put on them and what you can do. And you were switching around defenses, it looked like, trying to find something that would maybe counteract what they were doing.
Well, we did. We tried to. We switched a few things up, but you know, anytime we get, you know, Lauren and Donchelle both in that kind of foul trouble, when they're, you know, what I look at is a lot of times our energy players. That did hurt us a little bit tonight, but you know, we're in for a fight now. I mean, we've got to step up, and we don't have a lot of games left, and we've got to make sure we take care of business here down the stretch.
Yeah, it's sort of, if you look at, aside from maybe the top of the conference, the upper half to the middle lower half is sort of really congested, and it's sort of like who's going to get hot at the end and who can step up and win a couple of games and maybe, you know, make their own good situation going into postseason.
It really is. I mean, there's that cluster there in the conference, and this would have obviously done us some real good getting this win. Unfortunately, we didn't, so we're just gonna have to turn around and keep fighting. But that's what I'm gonna appeal to this group with. You know, I think we've got a good group of players, and I know they're frustrated and disappointed right now. But we've got to get back to not necessarily the drawing board, but just those basic fundamentals with, you know, communication and closeouts, and I think we can lock in a little bit better defensively. I think we're a better defensive team than what we showed tonight. And again, give UT Martin credit because they did knock down some good shots.
And the good thing about this, in a way, is that even though you're fighting, everybody else is fighting too. It's not like somebody at the present time is rising up above the other teams. You're all in a sort of a dogfight. It looks like it's probably going to go all the way down to the end.
We are, and that's the way it should be in basketball. That's the way it should be. You shouldn't cruise into things. It's always about finishing strong. It's not always about how you start, but you definitely need to finish strong.
Amory had a nice game. In fact, I think that was a career high for her. She hit some threes and maybe played as good offensively as she has all season.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job from the 3-point line, and we got her off a couple quick reversals and a few different set plays, but I thought she knocks down some big shots tonight as well.
Okay, and from here on, it's just basically a dogfight, claw and scratch away. You got 2 of the last 3 at home, and basically you have to take care of business at home and maybe try to get one on the road.
Absolutely, you have no idea what's going to happen in these last few games, but all I know is we're in for the fight, and we're going to have to be ready to go to battle every single night. And again, I think it's more about putting together that complete 40-minute game. I think we play really well in stretches, but we have some of those stretches where we just have a letdown, and that's where other teams are making the move on us. So we need to maintain
Yeah.
our focus for 40.
Well, you had one of those tonight. It was in the second quarter, you're up 18-16. They go on 11-0 run, and you're down by 9, and basically playing catch up the rest of the way. And you got 10-12 down, I think maybe, but you came back, made a run. But that 11-0 spurt in there sort of put you, if not behind the 8 ball, put you in a situation where you had to chase them the whole
Right,
game.
and I thought we did a great job defensively. You know, they had 9 points in the first quarter, and I'm sure they feel like they didn't hit all their shots in the first quarter, but I thought we were really locked in. And I think in that second quarter is when they really made the push on us. I just didn't feel like we were probably as in tune to what we needed to do defensively, and really making sure, and I'm using the word, the term locked in, because of who we gave the threes to tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Hang in there.
All right.